Hello. Hey everybody. Happy Super Bowl Sunday here in the US. I'm not really watching it this time, but it's all good. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. So, hey, I just want to make this super quick. Of course, I'm going to share this real quick because that's what I do. I share out this baby and say, hey, Candace, hey, Deanna. So I'm going to show you this because this is something that I learned from my coach, Amanda, who is amazing, amazeballs. And so I'm going to show you something really simple that you can do for your manifesting tips. Why is it not sharing it to my business page? Facebook, you're so rude. Wait a minute, let me try this again. For some reason, it's not wanting to do that. There we go. Okay, so hey Heather, happy Super Bowl to you too. I'm saying go 49ers, that's where I'm at. I'm not watching it, but because the Patriots aren't in it. Okay, I'm a Patriots snob a little bit, but I'm rooting for the 49ers because the Patriots gave up Garoppolo. Hello, that was a dumb move, like face plant, whatever, smack upside the head. And so I'm going to root for him. Go 49ers. So Angie, Nadine, Erin, Jody, Ange, how you doing? Okay. So back to the info here. Let me just put all my stuff in there. My computer is kind of free. Let me know if you can hear me and see me. It's kind of freezing up and being weird. And Facebook's been doing that to me lately, just freezing up my live streams. So, hey, Linus. Okay. So this is something that I started doing for the past couple of months, and it's been really awesome. So most of you know, if you're manifesting, right, there are so many different ways to do this, so many different tips and tricks, working on your mindset, working on releasing the things that don't serve you to clear out and to raise your vibe by focusing on the things you do want, not the things that you don't want, saying affirmations. And one of the most popular things probably that I've seen is doing a vision board, right? You've all heard of vision boards. So where you take, what your desires are, your goals, your desires, your dreams, and you take a visual representation of them. So they're pictures, you print them out, you cut them out of magazines, you take words, how you want to feel, how to describe what you want, and you post them on poster board or some sort of, something that you can physically hang on your wall or put it in your car, put it at your desk, on your refrigerator, wherever you can see it, because when you're manifesting, one of the most important things you want to do is feel it. So you want to feel it before you see it. Right? Some people say, I have to see it before I believe it. Well, manifesting is believing it before you see it, and then feeling the feelings as if you already had it, right? So it's like acting as if. One of my former mentors, I still watch her, but someone that I used to watch often says, act as if, go as though. And that is seriously what manifesting is about. So you're trying to get into the feeling as if you already have it and take the actions of someone who already has it. Think the thoughts and say the words as if you already have it. One of the ways that you can start to build that belief, because this is all starts with belief. You got to have radical faith, radical trust. You need to surrender and have radical belief that you are going to have it. It is meant for you. It is done. It is decided. And so it is that it's coming to you, that the universe is co-creating this with you. So a lot of times we're kind of fighting our inner voice, right? We're fighting our ego mind because we want to have that belief and we're struggling with that. So here's a little thing that you can do to stoke your belief. And this is a really cool thing. So this is kind of like a cousin of a vision board. So instead of, have your vision board, do that thing, but then do what's called a hindsight board. A hindsight board. My coach showed me this and I love this. So a hindsight board is you can do the same thing, take things off your vision board, this is a desk calendar. You can get them at the dollar store, you can get them at Walmart, wherever, Target. You can take something like this, which is a desk calendar. Let me stand up a little so I can show you, see? And I have basically taken Post-it notes, right? And I've written all the things that I accomplished in January so that every month you make a hindsight board, the beginning of every month, about the last month, about the month prior, so that you can see the progress that you're making, right? Even if you haven't totally reached all of the things, right? You haven't reached all your desires and all your goals yet. Look at the progress. Look at what you have done. I guarantee you have things to celebrate that you're probably not even celebrating, right? So last month, I have things like My group, my Facebook group, The Awakened Empath, grew to 1,700 members, which is cool. I started homeschooling, and this can be personal things and business things or relationship things, whatever is on your heart, right? I had a 10K launch, a $10,000 launch in January with the Psychic as Fuck Bootcamp. And my launch strategy that I did, like all the things I did leading up to the launch, I was consistent with it and I loved it. I had like a blast with it. I had so much fun. I wanted to make a note of that, like my feeling. It was so much fun. Let's see. I did a New Year's card reading, which was really successful. A New Year's 2020 mega reading. I created that. I started doing celery juicing. I started juicing and doing my morning celery juice, okay, which feels really good. I did my very first Reiki sessions as a Reiki master. I hadn't done it yet, hadn't taken the plunge. I did that, so, and I'm in my mastermind with my coach, and I paid her earlier than I intended. I manifested the money and I paid her earlier than I thought I had a goal, and I paid her before the goal. Okay. So everything that, anything that you're doing, whether it's you're hitting these little milestones, you're doing good things, you're making progress, when you see progress, it builds momentum. And I think Tony Robbins talks about that as well. When you see progress, it gets you going, it gets the juices flowing, gets your adrenaline going, and it just stokes your enthusiasm and it stokes your belief. You don't have to have the big, huge goals. You don't have to do it in order to feel that belief, in order to feel and celebrate. You should be celebrating every little step along the way. Not just so you're falling in love with the process and you're not attached to the outcome. Okay, have your goals, have your dreams, have them. Like do the vision boards, do all the things. But really focus on the day-to-day, your progress, who you're becoming in the process, what you're doing, and celebrating every fucking moment of it. And I'm telling you, it makes such a difference. I can feel a difference in my motivation, in my inspiration, in my passion, and in my focus. Because when you see the progress, boy, I'll tell you what, it makes you focus. Because that's the thing. A lot of times when we're doing different things, we get distracted by shiny objects, or we get distracted by life. And sometimes, we hold ourselves back or we procrastinate. And so, these are the little things that you can do to keep yourself on track, to put your manifesting powers into overdrive. It's not just about the affirmations. Those are all good things. But when you have this whole package of tools, you have all these tools in your tool belt, oh my gosh, you totally turn it on. So I would really suggest, it's super simple. It takes it took me like 5 minutes to do that. Like I said, it's not, it doesn't take a lot of money or a lot of time. So you can do this and just celebrate your month before. And do that and make yourself a vision board. Some people can call it a progress board, a hindsight board, or you can take your vision board. If you accomplish something, take the picture from your vision board and slap it on your hindsight board. So you can see, and put your hindsight board on your wall too, not just your vision board, put your hindsight boards where you can see them. So you know what you've done and you can see the progress that you're making. And every day, let that fucking inspire you. And you know what it does too? It keeps you from comparing yourself to other people. Because sometimes that's what we do. We compare, we look on social media, we get into that downward mental spiral where we think, oh shit, that person's doing this, that person's so awesome, she's got her shit together, she's doing this, she's doing better than me, and you just lose it, right? And it just goes, the motivation goes, whoo, down the spiral. And you don't even realize how far you've come. And I'll give you an example. Last year, and and you keep track of everything. And it's good to keep track of, like, in your business, keep track of your numbers, keep track of your stats, keep track of your health goals, your relationship goals, fitness goals, family goals, whatever it is, keep track. I didn't even realize that I surpassed my income goal last year. Like I think I tripled or quadrupled my income last year from 2018. And I was so busy and caught up in what I wanted to do and what I hadn't accomplished yet that I didn't even fucking realize that I quadrupled my income, which I should have been celebrating the shit out of, which would have inspired me and motivated me even more. So, if you feel that way, if you find yourself comparing, or you find yourself like wringing your hands over, this is what I don't have, this is what I haven't done, and why haven't I accomplished, those things on my vision board or whatever it is, deep breath, breathe, and look at your last month. It's the beginning of February. This is the perfect time. Look at your January and make a hindsight board. Whether, I don't care if it's a list on a piece of paper. You can make it visual like I did. I'm just inviting you to just do it in some way. Make a list on a piece of paper. All the things you accomplished, all the things that made you feel amazing. I don't care if I also have on my hindsight board, I had a pedicure. I wanted a pedicure for a while and I was not doing it. And I did some of my self-care things, right? One of my goals for this year is more self-care. So I put my self-care accomplishments on my hindsight board. You know, maybe you had an amazing dinner somewhere at a restaurant you've wanted to go to, whatever. You went out with a friend that you hadn't connected with for months. Whatever the hell it is, put it down and go look at your January right now. And I guarantee you, you're probably way further along and you've done way more amazing things than you realize. And it's time to celebrate. Take time to celebrate right now, right? Take time to do that and let it inspire you for the month ahead instead of being like, oh shit, I'm behind for my February goals, or feeling like, oh shit, it's, already January and I didn't accomplish what I wanted. And don't let yourself do that. Don't let yourself fall off the wagon already. Look at what you've done. Do your hindsight board. Okay, any questions on the hindsight board? Drop me a comment. If you think this would be helpful for anyone that you know or any groups that you have on Facebook that you might want to share this, feel free to share this video. If you do, please comment that you shared so I can put you in my drawing for a free reading that I do every week. But yeah, I would appreciate the love, and the shares are awesome. Thank you so much for spreading the love. And hey, everybody. And so any other questions, let me know. I am closing the doors to Psychic Bootcamp at 11:11 tonight Eastern, because I forgot to close the doors last night because I was too busy celebrating, speaking of celebrating, and I forgot to send out my final email. So I just offered it out that tonight, if you want to jump in to my 10-week program for your psychic abilities, intuitive abilities, jump in. You have till 11:11 Eastern tonight to jump in. We do our first class tonight at 9 Eastern. So if you jump in before then, you're not going to miss anything. So rock on. For those of you who are watching the Super Bowl, enjoy it. Have fun. And if you're not, have fun anyway. And I love you guys so, so much. Thank you. In February, in my group, The Awakened Empath, we're going to be talking about shadow work. So if you're curious about that, that's the theme for this month. On Wednesdays, I have Wisdom Wednesday. This month, it's shadow work. So come on over to the group if you're not in already and join us. The link is in the comments to The Awakened Empath. And that's about it. Any readings that you're interested in, my private reading link is in the comments too for a phone reading, or if you want one of my love readings, I have 4 love readings. If you click on readings, there are 4 card spreads for soulmates and for twin flames. If you want to check those out, it's February, like we're in the mood for love, right? So check it out. I think that's it. All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your time, and go back to your celebrating or whatever you're doing. It's 4:20. That's all I'll say about that. You have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.